There is no doubt the employed bar gets some of the most interesting and challenging work available at the moment.
You've got employed barristers in HM Forces, CPS, Public Defender, Government Legal Service, people who work for HMRC and the Department of Trade and Industry, the Home Office, Cabinet Office, Attorney General's Office. Then you've got industry, IKEA, through to banks like Merrill Lynch or UBS. And then in solicitors' firms, you've got employed barristers. The range of employed barristers is huge.
Last week started by my going to New York to accompany a client who was about to surrender to the FBI. And then Tuesday was in court in New York on a foreign exchange cartel manipulation case for 2 days. We then flew back overnight. I then spent the remainder of the week dealing with an oil and gas bribery case involving the Niger Delta. And I have a 5-month-old baby.
The range of opportunities that you will have, I would argue, is more diverse than the self-employed practitioners.
I was given the opportunity to set up a new group here, which is the Business Crime Group, and I've been given a great deal of freedom about the way that I do it.
You will get exposure to very, very senior clients. You'll have to advise those clients in ways that you just wouldn't have the opportunity to do at the self-employed bar.
Employers find barristers attractive because they're generally very well trained.
We do have a different skill set to other legal professionals.
For things like CPR and procedure and court, barristers just are that much better trained than solicitors are.
Every employed barrister would say firmly that they are every bit as independent despite the fact that they are employed by a firm or a company. In the same way that a self-employed barrister may stand up to a judge or a client and say something that that judge or client may not want to hear, one of the values of an employed barrister is that we will often say to our employers or to our partners things that initially might be unwelcome, but we are firm about our independence and proud of it.
I most certainly still do use my advocacy skills. I do go to court at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. I do still do trials. However, advocacy at the employed bar is far broader. I might be making written submissions to a regulator. I might be representing a client in disciplinary committees. I may be going to a panel of the Department of Justice of the United States to explain why my client shouldn't be prosecuted.
For example, the person who won the Advocate of the Year at the Employed Bar Awards, he had been in a criminal chambers and he'd now moved to a solicitor's firm. But that obviously has not stopped him still doing great advocacy.
You're salaried, which helps, and that security of tenure can be really attractive.
You do get to work internationally a lot. You also get to work as part of a team. It is certainly possible to have a family life. I have a 4-year-old and a 4-month-old.
People are very supportive of each other, they're supportive of women, they're very supportive of the younger members of the firm as well.
You have employers that will pay for your LLM, PhD, for you to travel across the world, and you still maintain your rights of audience as a barrister. You don't have to come from a certain university or have certain types of characteristics.
The only thing they need is a huge determination to succeed and a willingness to work extremely hard.